aren't you supporting Greece in their desire and attempts to get a debt write-down? I mean, surely if they got it, we could expect to get it. Is it because you are very worried if they get it, it will prove that parties on the left, like Sinn Féin and Syriza, were right all along and you were wrong all along?
Well, Ireland is in a very different position than Greece. We understand and empathise with the humanitarian difficulties they have.
Greece has a huge debt burden. Surely it's in our country's interests that if they get a deal, we could expect to get a deal too, so you should support them. Are you putting your party's interests over the government's, over the country's interests?
Well, on the contrary, we made it perfectly clear that bailout programmes do bring conditions with them.
But as Ashoka Modi said the other day, he believed we could have got a better deal, a superior deal is what he said. We have, meanwhile, the European Commission saying they didn't block us, burning bondholders. So at the end of the day, we've got one of the worst possible deals. We got skewered by Europe.
Well, I point out the consequence of where we are. We're now growing at 5% last year.
Did you actually ever ask for a write-down on our banking debt?
Well, the deal that we got included being able to buy out 18 billion worth of IMF loans. We are not heading down the road of looking for debt write-downs or default.
I mean, did you ever demand from them a write-down on our banking debt?
You cannot expect to get that kind of deal.
But did you ask
unless you're able to negotiate.
We are not heading down the road of looking for debt write-downs or default.
Did we ever ask for a write-down on our banking debt? And if not, why not?
When this government was elected, we were in a bailout programme.
We are not heading down the road of looking for debt write-downs or default.
Okay, but
this is very important in facing our future.
Bother asking for a deal on our banking debt, what's the point in being a poster girl for austerity, or you being the best boy in the class and getting patted on the head by Sarkozy?
I reject that.
If we got skewered by Europe?
I reject that completely, Miriam. We were able to buy out our IMF loans. As I said, we negotiated 50 billion